Now, much of Europe is uniting behind Ukraine, as we've indicated, to help in its defense against Russia. Even countries with long histories of neutrality, Switzerland and Sweden, for example, are joining the effort to punish Russia. Let's bring in senior digital politics reporter Alex Seitz-Wald now. Alex, put this into some perspective for us. Why is this moment of European unity so historically significant?
Right. I mean, this is a continent that has been at war with itself for practically, all of recorded human history, and now joining together in an almost unprecedented degree to back Ukraine against Russian aggression. Even Switzerland, which has remained neutral since Napoleon, stayed neutral during both world wars, joining this larger effort. Now, basically all of European airspace is closed to Russian aircraft, sanctions coming from all European countries, targets on individual leaders in Russia. And this is a much bigger deal for Europeans than it might be for Americans. Our economy is not nearly as intertwined with the Russian economy as the European markets are. So there's going to be real sacrifices for many residents of these European countries. And it's notable that this comes after years in which it seemed like European unity was fraying after Brexit. And some people are saying now that in a few days, Vladimir Putin has done more to strengthen the unity of Europe than what politicians in Europe have done for years and years.
Alex, we're seeing Germany, too, breaking its policy of pacifism that we have come to know over many years. Now Germany is sending weapons to Ukraine, too. How does Germany's involvement change this conflict?
Yeah, this is a really big deal. Since World War II, to sort of atone for the crimes that the Nazi regime committed, Germany has maintained a policy of pacifism, of engagement. There's this idea in the German kind of popular imagination that their economic ties to the Soviet Union during the Cold War helped bring about the end of that regime. And they've tried to maintain friendly relations with Russia, with Moscow, even as Vladimir Putin has stepped up his aggression. They have a policy against sending weapons to countries that are actively involved in conflicts. And they've even used their authority to block other countries from sending any German-made weapons to conflict zones. So the Netherlands just last week wanted to send weapons to help the Ukrainians, and the Germans blocked that. Then over the weekend, they did this 180, allowing the Netherlands to send their weapons, saying that they're going to send their own weapons. And with that move, because Germany is, the biggest, most powerful country in Europe, that change allowed the entire European Union, for the first time in its history, all 27 countries, to unanimously use its own funds to help the Ukrainian military to target sanctions across the entire board. So Germany has now gone from resisting putting pressure on Russia to really leading the way.
Seismic moves happening in Europe to support Ukraine now. Alex Seitz-Wald, we appreciate your reporting. Thank you.
Thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Follow today's top stories and breaking news by downloading the NBC News app.